Whiplash, the newest
indie film that came out this year. I mean, last year. Wait, Australia. Okay, yes. America, which is all the main critics on YouTube, went and saw Whiplash a lot.
In limited release, of course.
Yeah, a lot earlier than we did. In Australia, it comes out a bit later, and we missed to see it last year, so we're reviewing it this year. Unfortunately, it was a bit late, but we're really sorry. And may I point out, that was the winner
of our 2014
Cinemassassins award.
Yeah.
Sorry we didn't put that there because we haven't actually seen it yet, but no, this is a flogging movie.
Did I ask you to start playing again?
Sorry,
I asked why you stopped playing, and your version of an answer was to turn into a wind-up monkey.
Sorry, I thought...
Show me your rudiments.
Yes, sir.
Andrew Neiman, played by Miles Teller. He wants to be one of the greats, so he's like in a, what is he in, like a jazz class?
Yeah, a jazz group at Schaefer, which is one of the top jazz, like, it's in New York. It's the top jazz class school in the country, apparently.
Yes, and
yes.
And everything changes when
his new teacher.
When Fletcher walks in and he tells him, "Hey, come to our band, have a little visit." And
it's lighthearted at first. You think it's cool, like there's nice jazz music going on, like a really good jazz music.
Yeah,
like,
it's a great soundtrack.
Yeah, really good soundtrack. We'll get into that later, but. It's just, it starts off, it's all lighthearted sort of thing, it's like mediocre, blah blah blah, it starts getting good, like artsy stuff, and then as soon as your first glimpse of J.K. Simmons, the entire aroma of the room, the entire
movie changes.
Yeah, the whole, everything changes. It goes darker, it gets grittier, it gets intense.
Yeah.
Because this character is one of the best heads in movie history. Like, when I say that, I mean he's not a dickhead as an actor. He's a dickhead as playing as he is the best sort of villain sort of person, maybe.
Yeah.
Best, like, in a very, very long time.
Yeah, he's perfect for this role because
J.K. Simmons.
Yes, he plays dickheads all the time. He's perfect. He's perfect,
he's
and he won the Oscar, which he deserves. And he gets into this jazz orchestra, and things just start falling apart. Miles Teller gets obsessed with this teacher, and he wants to impress him more.
Yeah, he starts throwing his life away just to be the best drummer he possibly can.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rushing or dragging?
Rushing.
So you do know the difference. If you deliberately sabotage my band, I will f you like a pig. Now, are you a rusher, or are you a dragger, or are you going to be on my f***ing time?
I'm going to be on your time.
What does that say?
Quarter note equals 215.
Count me at 215.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus f***ing Christ! I didn't know they allowed retards into Schaefer. Am I to understand that you cannot read tempo? Can you even read music? What is that?
8th note?
Yes, what is that?
Dotted 16th note.
Sight read measure 101. What are you, in a a-cappella group? Play the goddamn kit! Stop! Now answer my question. Were you rushing or were you dragging? Answer!
Rushing.
Well, Neiman, he was Miles Teller. That is a tremendous performance by him. I reckon he should have got an Oscar nomination, in my opinion, because he was that great. Like, everyone's praising J.K. Simmons, but seriously, Miles Teller is nearly equal to him, nearly. Like,
yeah, he did such an amazing job.
Tremendous. Like,
he was drummer when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Apparently, and he's getting in rock groups and stuff, and then he starts with this new stuff, and then he gets into jazz because the director told him to, and wow, he does such a good job. I know some of it's not actually him playing. Some of it's actually digitally tuned in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can see that a bit, like sometimes it can put you off just a little bit, but that's just a nitpick, because the playing in this film is amazing. And now the leading role of this movie, for the win, is J.K. Simmons' performance. This is one of the best performances I've seen of the decade. This is the 21st century's one of the best performances I've ever seen. He's
so comedic. Like, I could not believe I was laughing at how much torment.
How creative he can be in his insults to Andrew Neiman.
Oh my dear God. Are you one of those single tear people? Do I look like a double rainbow to you? You must be upset. Are you upset?
No.
No, so you just don't give a about any of this?
I do give a about this.
Are you upset? Yes or no?
And everyone in the group.
There's no Mars bar down there. What are you looking at? Look up here. Look at me. Do you think you're out of tune?
Yes.
Then why the didn't you say so? I've carried your fat ass for too long, Mets. I'm not going to have you cost us a competition because your mind's on a Happy Meal instead of on pitch.
And he does add some depth to the character. He's not just a yell about character. He adds some depth to the character, emotional depth, and it really works. He's so great.
He's sort of like a mysterious character, and you don't really know him that much, but you know that he's gone through so much pain. He's cried once in the film.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it, but he does such a tremendous job.
Yeah.
This entire film was focused about jazz music. The entire background was jazz music because it's a jazz drumming movie.
Yeah.
Like, and the jazz in it was I hated jazz before. It's like I thought it was crap because I'm not into that type of music. And then I went through this movie listening, and it sounds so good. In this movie, it sounds so good. It fits extremely well, and I just listen to it all the time.
Yeah, and the actual score in the movie is okay, but it does, like, the score and the actual score is like, it adds some more intensity into the movie, I reckon.
Get up! What the are you looking for? There's no pot of gold down there. Are you adjusting the seat, really? That's been your problem the whole time, the seat height. So now you have it, right? Go!
Damien Chazelle, the director of the movie, uses his camera shots.
Like, it's so creative. It's
so
like
creative.
Birdman.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, it not as like Birdman, but it's got that creative style to it. Like, at the start of the movie when he's walking down that New York street, this is one of my favorite scenes. And the overture, the song's going on, and it's every note that's played, the camera goes to a different shot of New York.
Yeah.
And it gives you this whole feel and
Yeah,
dim
it's
lighting
very
and
creative.
everything, and it just gives you a whole feel of the movie.
Yeah, it's very creative editing. He like swings the camera around.
In some of the scenes that are really intense between the drummer and the teacher, camera swings, and it works so well.
Yeah.
Listen up, suckers! Hurry the up. Get your music. Irene only, set 1. Rhythm section out first. Tanner, the kit is a tonal catastrophe. Get it in tune, all right? Rhythm and soloist, bar 45. We're going to pick up the tempo there, all right? Bar 106, brass. Do not forget we sharp that 9th. Everybody remember, Lincoln Center and its ilk use these competitions to decide who they're interested in and who they're not. And I am not going to have my reputation in that department tarnished by a bunch of limp, sour note, flattered on their girlfriend's flexible tempo dip. Got it?
Me personally, I adored this movie. By the ending was beautiful.
Tremendous.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful. This movie hit me so hard. It was so good that I'm gonna say it is it's in my top 5 movies of all time. I'm gonna say it.
Yep.
Top 5 movies of all time. Whiplash is there somewhere. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Just tremendous movie. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Outstanding. Yeah.
Oh, I ever put it. I love this movie so much. It really hit me, like the themes and the it's really deep. Like,
Oh wow.
emotionally, the ending is just tremendous. Like, it's one of the best endings of all time, without a doubt. It could be the best ending of all time. I don't know, in my opinion, but it's it has a very emotional core. Jack Efron is absolutely fantastic in the movie. Nearly all the actors are good. One of my gripes in the movie was just one little scene in the movie, like maybe 2. Miles telling his dad go to the cinema. It doesn't really move the story forward, in my opinion. And there's this family scene, and it's I felt like it was too preachy on the music aspect, and it was too preachy, I reckon. But it was cool.
I love that
Like,
scene.
it wasn't bad. Like,
No,
it wasn't bad. Like, yeah.
I thought that. Well, the thing about that scene, it has a different. Wait, no. This thing about the start of the movie when they go into the cinema, that really has a deep symbolism, but you have to look like really closely to get it. Yes, it doesn't really move the story that much forward, but it has a deep moving that it's showing that Andrew Neiman has potential to have success, that he goes around like the sultanas or whatever his dad's eating.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get in that dark, like, pit of nothingness,
Yeah,
and his dad just eats him. It symbolizes
That's it's cool symbolism, but
you have to look closely.
Yeah, but, yeah, and the family thing was way too preachy on the music,
Okay,
I reckon.
I understand.
But all in all, this movie is absolutely amazing. Like, you must see this. This should have won Best Picture, like by far. Yeah, I'm 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of
It's really
10?
cool.
Wow.
Like, favorite movie of 2014 so far, but
Yeah, it's time
it's
to
over.
Birdman
But,
for him.
yeah, well, not Birdman. Well, Birdman came out in 2015 for us.
Oh, for us, okay,
Yep.
yeah. But 2014 Whiplash,
Yep.
best movie of the year.